Namaste to all of you and warm greetings from Dr. Jyoti Vora, Mumbai. सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको दिवाली की शुभ इच्छा देना चाहती हूँ. Very happy Diwali and thank you to the organizers for inviting me to be part of the traditional and organic food fest, which is a beautiful, unique idea by Bhumi Putri under the auspices of Kadamba. I'm a native functional food scientist. So in the time allotted to me, it's my greatest pleasure to talk about food, our beautiful heritage, and how in being Bhumi Putris, we are going to contribute to our Indianness. When we celebrate a festival, the socio-cultural requirement of that festival is to definitely bring people together, encourage the humaneness of society, and generate happiness, empathy, kindness, helpfulness, and a kind of knitting together. In that, there is fun, but with that, there is a four-letter word food. We all have beautiful childhood memories of how our mothers would make beautiful, wonderful, tasty dishes for which we would wait the year around. So taking Diwali specifically, I would like to speak about one or two excellent Vedic ancient Indian practices which today the world is recognizing and today the world is ready to practice and copy from us. So we are the trendsetters, we are the actual game changers of the manner in which the world is thinking of food. The first is what is called Farar. I am from Maharashtra, so Farar means a collection of savories and sweet meats which are commonly made at home, commonly distributed among friends, family, neighbors, and commonly served and consumed during Diwali. Among the savories, there are very many commonly used dishes. I'll just take two of them. The first is chakli, which I think is everyone's favorite. The world is talking of a multi-grain approach. And multi-grain means use of more than one grain in each meal to contribute to the proteins, to contribute to all the 45 varieties of nutrients which a healthy diet includes. And when you take multigrain, the way we take bhazani. Bhazani is a collection of flour which is made from multigrain after roasting. And this flour is used in the making of chakli. So very commonly during this festival, chakli is made and consumed so that in the diet automatically you are going to get your required proteins. The second example is another childhood favorite. Many variants are there. We call it chivda. Chivda contains the parched beaten rice or pohe. Very good source of all micronutrients. But in that, very many things are added where we make what is called a composite food. We add futane or chane, which is a very high source of protein. Peanuts or groundnuts are added, which is known as the source of essential fatty acids. Because in the language of Latin, which is the technical name of peanuts, it's none other than areca nut because it contains arachidonic acid. So right from the beginning, Vedic practices and the ancient Indian tradition has recognized nutrient intense components. We consume a lot of dry fruits. All of them are put in chivda also. And now I'm coming to the sweet meats. One of the most wonderful thing which brings a smile on each and everyone's face is laddu. And laddus are of various kinds. The most favorite by and large would be besan or gram flour laddu. And this gram flour laddu is made out of gram, which is made into a flour. The interesting thing is gram flour is very, very rich in available protein, and you can put in dry fruits. Another wonderful, sweet meat is none other than Kaju Katri. We as a country have never shied away from dry fruits because they contain a lot of nutrients. So I think let us all celebrate Diwali in a wonderful way. Be Indian, go back to our roots and manage to pick up what is cultivated by the Bhumi Putris as well as the Bhumi Putras, our own beloved agrarian practitioners or farmers, so that there is backward integration and we are a happy and productive society. Signing off, Dr. Jyoti Vora. Again, warm Diwali greetings to all of you. Namaste.